It's Meri.
And
Anyway, press a like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below, y'all. Because today we are still catching up with the Gwen reviews, and today we are doing episodes 2 to 3 for season 1 that Gwen has reviewed, and we are going to be talking about how love should be multiplied, not divided.
That don't even make sense.
Even Gwen doesn't know what the hell that meant. Like,
you are dividing that money. Think about it. What's her name? Janelle comes. They put all that money together. You gotta divide it into how many, whatever.
You're actually
you
dividing
have your love. You divide your love. Everybody get a little piece. Here's yours, Gwen. Here's yours, Mike Helty. Here's yours, Christine.
And Robin, you get the biggest
Here's
piece.
yours, Robin. Here's yours, Janelle. Here's yours, Meri. So there's yours.
Mary's is like, it's about as small as my fingernail, and I don't even got any fingernails.
You know, like, it's divided all over the place.
Yeah.
Should be multiplied, not divided. Cody, you
So
are not capable of multiplying a damn thing.
And you can't even multiply
including
equally.
the money
Yeah.
that is given to you. You don't multiply that. You just keep on taking.
And my thing is, you're not, if anything, he's subtracting his love. Because as he decided to multiply it
yes.
and give more to Robin,
yes.
he subtracted all his love from the other wives. So really, you're not doing a damn thing.
What did Christine say? Didn't she say
she called it that you are
it.
Replacing your family with Robin.
And that's season
10 years later.
It was like a what? Like Gwen said, like a foreshadowing.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like she could see the future. She really had no idea how
because
bad it
she
would
could
be.
see where he was going. She could see
But
the
she still
behavior,
had
but
hope.
she hoped that it was kind of like warning him, if you continue in this vein, this is what's going to happen.
He didn't give a damn.
He didn't give a damn. This man was like, look, I'm where I wanted to be all this years of my life. When my daddy put me down, and maybe my mama put me down, and I have finally arrived. And daddy, guess what? I got money now. I got money now, Daddy. We're doing the show now, Daddy. What you got to say? Yeah, you thought I couldn't do it. I did it. I have my 4 wives.
I have a new wife,
exactly.
Daddy.
And I have a new wife, and I have all these kids, and the father still looking at him and saying,
delinquent.
this guy is, yes, irresponsible. Irresponsible.
Yeah. So really, it's just a mess. For real.
It is a mess. It's such a mess.
As
such a mess. I know. So dramatic, as though he was like in some movie. Such a mess.
That man really has to be on Bold and the Beautiful. You know, Grandma loves that show. It'll be so hilarious to see him be like, it's not an opera, soap opera performer.
Yeah.
That should be his next gig.
Yeah, also Shakespearean novel.
Yeah,
a Shakespearean play.
Yeah, but Gwendolyn did talk a little bit more about the whole, Robin choosing us. You know, of course, Christine was kind of stroking that a little bit, but she was in denial. And she also did talk about how Robin came into...
I think Cody does the talking points that they're going to use.
Yeah.
And then the wives, especially with this new show, follow suit.
Yeah, that's basically what it was about. But she did talk about how, what was it? That basically Robin came into a family because Robin was talking about how, oh my God, you know, this family is so amazing, Cody is so great, and Gwendolyn was basically like, yeah, of course he's so great because you have come into a family where the man has been trained. He's had these 3 wives. He knows how to behave, and now he has you come in, and you get to basically come in on the back end and enjoy the sweet parts while we are still suffering with this man, and he's still making us suffer. So, I mean, she was really talking about that, and she just felt like, you know, it was sad that, her mom lost her best friend, because Christine was talking about how Cody and her were best friends until he got with Robin. Now it was like they just weren't close anymore, and they just weren't, they didn't have that camaraderie that they used to.
He just kicked her to the curb. That's what
really.
He just did. He was very, very selfish. He was thinking only of himself.
Yeah.
You know, and he was... I feel like, and maybe that's something we need to talk about on another show, or maybe we've already talked about it. Was he already practicing monogamy? Like from the very beginning, even much earlier than we thought?
We haven't talked about that, but we should.
Because it feels like, that's how it feels to me.
Yeah.
And he obviously felt that way to Christine. Because that's what she said, it's like you're replacing your kids, you know. And stuff. So
matter of fact, we're gonna talk about that one on another one for sure, because I just figured out a title.
Yeah.
But also I want to talk quickly about Meri and Leon. No, Mariah, because that's who
At
she
that
was
time, she
at the
Mariah.
time.
Yeah.
So basically, Cody was going around kissing all the wives and stuff like that. He was going to go see Robin. Of course, he was going to go on this little drive, and then he was also going to be bringing the daughters.
Yeah.
Gwendolyn also about how they basically stayed babysitting Robin's kids, but I thought was just raggedy.
Yeah.
But there was a scene where he went to go kiss Meri, and Mariah is actually right across the hall from her. As soon as Cody kissed her, you see Meri, kissed her goodbye. You see Meri slump her shoulders over and stroll herself into Mariah's room. And I just said, this is why Mariah has problems. Because you have a mother who has poured and dumped
Meri.
all into her daughter.
And you saw that, especially when Meri did the whole catfish thing.
She just seemed so annoyed.
So unforgiving. To the point that I was feeling really sorry for Meri.
Same.
But you know, the more I watched Mariah at that time, I was just like, there is more going on here. Like there is, apart from the catfishing thing, there is a genuine anger at her mother. You know what I'm saying? Like she was enraged with her.
Beyond belief.
You know, but Meri has like you almost used at that time.
Oh my God!
I know she was like scratching my arm. Why do you do that, Zed? She was kind of using Leon at that time like a counselor. Like that was like her counselor.
I think she's the only
child. It's sad. It's sad when parents use kids like that because they're not your counselor, and you're bringing them involved in grown-up issues.
Yeah.
That their mind is not developed or mature enough yet to understand.
Yeah.
And then you're talking so badly about the other parent, and when you do that, you forget that parent
is half of
half of the child.
Yeah.
So when you do that, the child takes it personally.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, you know, you're talking about, you know, daddy or, you know, mommy. Like,
daddy,
I just feel bad.
Yeah. And it's
it's
horrible when you put
it's
kids
horrible.
in the middle, because then it's like, I don't know, do I show allegiance to my mom or do I show allegiance to my dad? You're confused because it's like you don't want to upset one parent and you don't want to isolate another, or sometimes
you
you're
feel
just
like it's a betrayal.
Yeah.
Right? You know, and then also she's doing it at the time, you know, Leon was a teenager at the time, right?
Yeah.
Having her own problems.
Well,
at
13,
that
14, she just
right?
came into teenagehood.
So coming in like the hormones and all of that, now I gotta deal with mom's own drama, which you should be able to handle on your own. That's why the other wives are there. They're there for you to go talk to them. Just like how Christine went and talked to Meri.
Well, because Meri never wanted this life. She's not going to go and be all buddy-buddy with the wives because she don't like them. In her mind, these are homewreckers who went and stole her man. Not knowing her man was out there with his weed looking for other women.
And you know something? That takes me back to what you said before, which was really insightful. You were saying that Meri has never wanted this.
No.
Because it seems as though from the very beginning, Meri has never really tried to work with the wives. That's why she was mean to the children.
Yeah.
Like she's never tried to work with them because she has never looked at them as her confidant.
Yeah.
Right? Oh,
oranges.
Yeah. Meri.
No, we are continuing the video. But yes, Meri.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it just seemed like to me Meri really dumped a lot on Leon, and I feel like that's probably a huge. Oh my God, look at that bird!
It's such a weird
wow.
bird, right?
It's like
it almost looks like a lizard, but with a tail.
Oh my God, it's so. You know, I saw those birds when I was on the Bora Bora the other day.
Man, Africa, man.
Mizuli sana.
Kinds of things. You will see creatures you've never seen before in your lifetime. You'll be like this. What is this?
You know, I think that's
amazing, man. It's just amazing when you come here. It's like you're in some kind of paradise. But it's a little scary. It's like being in the Avatar movie where you see some of these things. You're like some of these things are big as hell.
I know.
Like, man, you will see some things that you've never seen before. But it's beautiful. It's very beautiful. Yeah, it is very beautiful.
Yeah.
But anywho,
I felt like Meri really just did a disservice to Mariah.
Well, the other thing too, I don't think Mary really
Probably didn't realize what she was doing.
that too, but
She was
Mary
unaware.
did not really. She did not make the wives her confident,
No.
right? Like, so it goes back to what you said a long time ago. You said Mary never wanted this.
No.
She never wanted this, and she did not. She really did not, because her actions show that.
Yeah.
You know, um, and so that's why when she was having her problems, instead of her going to the wives, right, she went to her daughter at the time
Yeah.
and just like vomited on her, just dumped everything on her.
Yeah.
And it's cruel, but I don't think she wasn't even aware.
It kind of like reminds me of like
That
teen
she was being
mothers,
cruel.
like how mothers, how there
Oh,
are some
because they're
people who
very
get married,
young, right?
the child becomes their best friend.
Yeah.
In this, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you just have to still be the parent.
Yeah.
Like,
But some people
Let
are
your child be your
unaware.
best friend after they're now an adult.
Yeah, like we didn't get that best friend
You're like-
relationship until after, until I came back from college, and I was like, well,
Yeah.
Mom, I went through this, I went through this, and then she's like, well, I went through this, and I went through this. I was like, oh my
And
God,
even,
really?
Yeah, and even at this
So,
age,
yeah.
sometimes you have to put your parent hat on.
Yeah.
Still,
But it's not
very
like
rare.
as-
But
yeah.
it's rare.
Yeah.
It's rare. It's once in a while where you have to give advice.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
With a friend, you just like, okay. I mean, you're
like-
supportive, but it's not that you're not invested, but it's kind of like, hey, this person's gonna do their own thing, you
Yeah.
know. But when it's still your child, you're like, let
Yeah.
me advise you,
Let me give some counseling.
and let me do it more than one time, and let me alert you. But with a friend, a best friend, you're like, okay, but they're still gonna do it. All right, well, I wish you the best.
Yeah, but
That
speaking
kind of
of Mary, there was this one point where she was talking about, they're at this point in their relationship where she was like, none of us was it. Okay. She was talking about how she just felt like she was not good enough anymore and that Cody just was not showing up the way she wanted him to and that she's jealous. And she's like, I don't even know if he wants me anymore. I don't even know if I want to do this anymore, stuff like that. And there was this one point in the show where
was
he is
questioning.
holding,
Oh,
he is
yes.
like holding her hair, right? And
Like
she's
he's
like,
pulling out.
like he's yanking it.
Yeah, because the way he grabbing it,
It was
it's
weird.
like
Like there's a
he
point where
wasn't
it's like,
caressing.
No.
He was grabbing like a fistful.
it was
and
like,
kinda
he was like,
tugging.
shut up. Like,
Yeah.
Like that's how it looked.
But Mary didn't care. She's like, this
Like,
is
well,
my
at least he's
moment.
touching me.
Yeah, and also this is my moment to say this on camera, and you're not going to stop me, and there's nothing you can do about it. All you can do is tug my hair here, but I'm still gonna have my say today.
Yeah.
And she surely did have her say, but yeah, it was. Now it's like I'm watching him like a
It
hawk.
just seemed weird though because why would you be? She's talking about something that's painful to her,
Mhm.
and the thing is, he looked dead inside because he was like this,
He
right?
looked
And he was like
very
this. He was looking
annoyed.
away, and he was like,
Very annoyed.
yeah. He
Like-
just seemed kind of. He looked like he was in another planet.
Yeah. He was annoyed, and that's what he does. He thinks with my body, my non-verbal, behavior or my non-verbal posture, you will fix yourself and not say certain things.
Yeah.
But now you're in camera, Jack. She gonna say what she got to say. She will speak her pain, and that's what she did.
Yeah, but Gwen also did talk about how with the kids that they stayed babysitting, and that Cody actually kind of forced them
Or like the
to.
older children.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Cody
And
kind of
Gwen was
forced them
still
to
kind
put-
of young though.
Yeah.
So I guess she's talking about who? Aspen, Mike Kelty, who's the other one? Maddie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's I want to close out with these 2 points.
Mhm.
But what the one point I wanted to make was that Gwen was talking about how how I guess she kind of insinuated like how were you not accepting Robin when they basically threw a whole birthday party for her when they were 15 when she first came to the house, and they weren't even married yet. I don't believe. So, I feel like Cody forced them because my thing is, why would they be throwing a birthday party for her?
I
I,
know.
felt like it was definitely all Cody's
Yeah.
idea. Just like
He
it was his idea
was
to have them
doing
babysit
so
them,
much.
breaking his neck.
So much. And that's why Christine looked at him just
It was
like, you are like pushing these ones to the side and you are pretty much like replacing
Yeah.
your family you already have with Robin and her kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she could see that. And especially Cody, there was like no sensitivity, no self-awareness, especially when goodness well, you probably haven't been able to make any kind of birthday parties for those wives for the longest time. You certainly weren't doing it when you were courting them. You certainly weren't doing it then because you were you know?
Yeah.
But now it's like you're doing the most. Like if you were just some sensitive person, you would just be like, I'm not doing all of that. I'm not even married to her yet.
Yeah.
But he wanted to spoil her. He needed her to be his princess.
Yeah, and allegedly, Robin says that, yes, I know the wives want me to move into the house, but I just can't do it. So it was actually Robin's decision. And I'm sure it was also Cody who told her, no, don't move in there.
Well, and also remember that Christine, when she first got married, she didn't move it straight in there. She moved into a cottage. That's what we found out in the book.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of the wives were not living like right away with
But the thing is,
everybody.
Robin never lived in one whole house with them.
That is so true.
Never
She
did.
actually never did, yeah.
At least Christine transitioned.
Yeah.
Robin never did.
Yeah, she never did. She's been by herself the whole entire time. And that was another point I wanted to make. When they went to Vegas.
Why didn't they?
I was on
yeah,
that video.
Yeah, we're going to talk about another
but
video.
That might take a little bit of time, yeah.
Yeah, we're already at 20 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all, it is Mary.
And
We invite y'all to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below.